when it says in Romans 12, do not be pressed into the world's mold, or do not be, world shaped, or, what it talks about, then what it's saying is, don't be what the world has made you to be, or what you might think about yourself from a worldly perspective. Don't be that. Don't be pressed into that mold. Don't be shaped by what people say about you or what the world says about you, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, which is metamorphosed. Therefore, get out of the pond as a tadpole and become a frog, or get out of the cocoon as a caterpillar and become a butterfly. We've got to shift out of the old reality we used to live in. A frog can live in the water, and a butterfly can stand on the ground, but it's designed to fly. So we can, once we know who we are, we can live in both realms and live from the perspective of who we really are in this realm. So I'm a butterfly, I can fly, but sometimes I might want to rest on a branch, or rest on a flower, or take some nectar, or whatever butterflies take with their long tongues out of flowers. So we can live from that realm in either realm. And I think that's the important thing. It's not trying to do it yourself, but to allow the Father to do it in the intimacy of the relationship. And he will very gently guide us into areas where our thinking is not aligned to his. He's not going to thrash you because your thinking is wrong. Because just because there's an area of your life maybe that's still shaped by your past, he's not angry. He just will want that shape to change so you can be aligned to your true self. So that's really the key. And wholeness is being one, spirit, soul, and body. And therefore, we shouldn't value one part of our being more than another. So some people have the spiritual thing, and that's really important. So they put a higher value on the spiritual dimension rather than the physical one. But I need to live in both. I have a physical body that's designed to live here. That physical body carries my spirit, soul, or spirit. And therefore, there's a need for a physical body, and I need to look after it. And I need to see that it's not more important, but it's not less important than my soul and spirit. They're equally as important because I'm a tripart being made in the image of God. It's like saying, we don't need to bother with the body because that's just going to die one day. Well, that's why we need to embrace the immortality, because it doesn't have to die one day. It may be transformed one day to take on a completely different functions, the physical body, because I do believe ultimately the physical body was designed to be able to operate in realms other than the earth as well, because it was clothed with spirit. So it had a cloak, if you like, that enabled the body to go into any realm or dimension. And I do believe that will be restored. And I think Jesus, having was resurrected and received his glorified body, was able to function in multiple places. He was able with that body to eat and to be touched and to things, but he also had certain abilities to hide himself or to move in and out of places, so there was sort of an enhancement that came, which I do believe that we've not seen the whole of it yet, because man was not perfected. So if we are ascending into sonship, co-creating with God, then there will be changes, I believe, that will take place that will add enhancements to what we think is possible now. But as we walk it out, that will become real. So, I want my body to be completely whole, my soul and spirit to be completely whole, and me as a being not to be separated or divided. I am me, and me is spirit, soul, and body. If I remove one part of that, then I'm not me. as was God created me to be.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. We really appreciate you taking the time. If you enjoy these videos, would you please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe? It really does help. Thank you very much.